Hello, Gary Aiken here from Houston. This is a shout out about a big event that's coming to the Gulf Coast in the spring of 2018, actually during the month of April. And wanted to give you a heads up and get the promotion started going to the people that I know because it may come close to you in an area that you can enjoy it. I'm a crew member for on the ship that you see here, the tall ship Alyssa out of Galveston. It was built in 1877, 140 years ago, and the Galveston Historical Foundation bought it some almost 40 years ago now, and began restoration on it and restored it to its original sailing configuration and that of a bark. It has three masts, two are fully square rigged. It's we it was originally sailed with a crew of about 12. We take usually about 40 on it now when we sail as crew, and then we take a number of guests out of Galveston. We sail it usually once a year in the spring. We go through a training program for 20 Saturdays from usually August until the last of March, and we're down there every other Saturday. And part of that, half of the time, we're learning, relearning in some cases, but we have a number of new people that we learn how to sail a square rig ship. It only has about 191 lines on it that you got to know where they go and what they do and how they pull things. And anyway, I've been a member of that group for now. I think this is my 11th year of actually going through the sail training. I set out a couple of years, but it's been great fun. It's great to get that pretty lady out on the Gulf and watch her strut her stuff. But there's something special going on for next year, and for the first time, the Tall Ship Challenge. If any of you live on the East Coast or in the Great Lakes, you've certainly seen them there. My wife and I had the pleasure of seeing them on Navy Pier several years ago, and it was quite a sight. But we'll have somewhere between 5 and maybe 8 ships that will come into Galveston. Galveston will be their first port of call, and the weekend of April 5th to the 8th, the ships will be open for viewing, and there will be some there that will be doing sailways, so they'll have some excursion opportunities on some boats, some ships. And then on the 9th, we will, along with all the tall ships, we'll race supposedly to Pensacola, Florida, and we'll take our crew and join the other tall ships going to Pensacola, and then we'll be in Pensacola on the 12th through the 15th on exhibit there. And from there on the 16th, we'll journey back to New Orleans, which happens to coincide with Fleet Week in New Orleans, which should be quite an interesting, spectacular event. And we'll have the ships on display in New Orleans, actually the 19th through the 22nd, I guess it is. And then, of course, following the 22nd, we'll sail the Alyssa back to Galveston. That's the first time the Alyssa has been out on that long of a voyage. We've taken it to Corpus Christi several years ago, and it was in New York for the dedication of the Statue of Liberty back many years ago. So that was one that I wasn't fortunate enough to be a part of. That would have been something else. But the crew, we have a crew in training now of right at 100 people, maybe a little more than that. And we're looking forward to dividing up that task in April of next year. We'll actually go out for day sails 4 days before the tall ships come in, and we just take it out for the day, and we'll take other historical foundation guests on the ship at that time and go out for the day and back. And we do that for 4 days prior to the Tall Ship Festival. But the festival will be quite a gathering in Galveston. We'll take over a few blocks there in front of the museum and have food tents there and quite a few things going on. So it'll be quite an event to see, and one that if you're interested, we'd certainly advise you getting tickets early. The tickets uh, will be limited. We will not have open tickets because you want to make sure that the people that come get a chance to view the ships and not have an overabundance. And we understand from some of the other cities where they've been that when they've had open ticket sales, they've been maybe too many people. But anyway, that'd be a problem nice to have, and that. And you can check out the website galvestonhistory.org for the information, and look up the Tall Ship Challenge there for tickets as the time comes. And certainly we hope to see a lot of our friends from around the country as she journeys across the Gulf with the other tall ships. And stay tuned. I'll do another video later on with some of the other ships that are involved, and give you some highlights of that. So hope you'll join us at one of the festivals along the Gulf Coast in April of 2018.